I don't care what side of the screen you on, Republican, Democrat. I'm talking to all the American people. Y'all come on in. I got a message for you. Well, it seems like we have a white supremacist problem in this country. And it seems like no one cares about how many black people that's coming up dead in this country. No one cares, just like no one ever cared. And you white people that say you ain't racist, that say you voted for Kamala Harris, that say you want our democracy to hold steady. Why don't you white people stand up? Stand up and tell the truth about what's going on right in front of your eyes, just like black people see it right in front of their eyes. They say if you don't say nothing, that means you is a participant in the ice that's going on. And a lot of you white people over the last 40 years just keep quiet. And some of y'all live right next door to these white supremacists and you never say nothing. Some of y'all know that y'all neighbors and your family members is in these white supremacist groups. And y'all don't know how dangerous these people is because y'all never had the fear over y'all lives. So you wouldn't understand how we feel about these people because you've never been in this situation. You hear me? Your grandparents and their parents, they never lived through these situations. So y'all wouldn't know how hurtful and harmful these white supremacists is in this country because you never had to live through it. And until y'all want to tell these people, y'all want to call the FBI, report. Well, ain't no sense to call it FBI because Cash Patel ran that. You know he one of them. You heard me? So I'm just showing you all the strands of our government has been corrupted by these far-right people. They all through our government. And I'm asking the American people, do we want a democracy? Or do we want to live like motherfucking Hitler and motherfucking Putin them? Is we going to fight for our democracy? Or we going to allow these white supremacists that have everything a man want in this country going to make everybody's life miserable in this country? Y'all going to sit right around and get y'all freedom too. Because a dictator don't give a fuck what color you is. A dictator is a dictator. That's just all it is. A dictator is a dictator. Now I'm asking you white people that say y'all voted for Kamala Harris, y'all need to sound the alarm on this white supremacist that's taking over our democracy. And that's just what that happened. These white supremacists have took over our democracy, starting with the police force. Everybody know this. Starting with the police force. And you go up the line from the prosecutors to the state attorneys, to the public defenders, to the judges, to the FBI, to the CIA, to the White House. They have took over our democracy. And I don't give a fuck if you're a Republican or a Democrat. Do you want a democracy or do you want a dictator? This is the choices that we got to make in America. You want white supremacy, but he gonna be a dictator over your rights too. So I'm just trying to figure this out. You rather get all our rights too, just so black people can suffer some more? Because your rights gonna get took too. And I'm just trying to figure this out. What side of the world is y'all gonna be on? You hear me? Do y'all want a democracy or do y'all want dictatorship? These are the questions we need to ask American people because it seems like the American people want a dictatorship. This is what it seems like to me. And it seems like we know all the Republicans want a dictatorship, but we got 70% of them Democrats want dictatorship too. They got the same tax cuts that the Republicans got. It's a lot of them Democrats over there on the Democrat side that's really Republicans. That's really white supremacists too. See, neither one of those sides is better than the other one. One's just more evil than the other one. But the other one evil too. The other one evil too. And until the American people get that wrapped around their head, that both our parties has been sold and bought by these Zionists of Israel and us Americans, no matter what color you is. We have to come together and put these goddamn bombs out our office and out our country for once and for all. There's no way we can live amongst some traitors. What we gonna do? Give them 5 or 10 more years to go group up and come up with some more evil ass ideas to take over our democracy? No. It's time for these white traitors in this country that hate America. It's time for them to go to the country that they want to go to. We have to send a message in America that this will never happen to our democracy again. We got to send a strong message, especially to them lawmakers. We have to send a strong message to them lawmakers that this would never happen in our democracy again. We need to see some of them lawmakers go to prison. Yeah, we need to see some of them lawmakers go to prison, and we need to see some of their ass get sent to their rightful country, because they don't love this country. This ain't the country that they want. They love Israel. They do not love America. They do not love America. These white men in this country is Zionists, and they love Israel. That's the country we need to send them to. They built Israel. America has built them a new country in Israel. That's what they send that money over there for, to rebuild them another country. So when they get tired of tearing this up, this is Donald Trump plan. He planned to tear America up from the inside out. That is going to take us another 100 years to get our democracy back like we had it. And all along, all them white men, they're going to move to Israel and live free. There's no way in hell we can let them get away with this. They're going to tear America up. This man is tearing America up from the inside out. He gutting every institution that this democratic institution been built on. He's gutting it from the inside out on purpose. Healthcare, go down the line. Go down the line. This man is destroying our democracy right in front of our fucking face. And all you white people can say is, I'm voting for my skin color. Do you know your rights gonna be took too? A dictator's a dictator. He only gonna let his oligarchs have rights. Them the only people gonna have rights. Is the oligarchs, the rich people that own this country. Them the only people gonna have rights. Me and you gonna have the same rights. I don't give a fuck what color you is. You ain't gonna have no rights either. And y'all want to sit here and act like y'all don't see the same shit that we see. And I guess we see it more instantly because we know what our ancestors been through. We know what this country has took us through. I'm 50 years old in this country. And you know what I've been living through the whole 50 years? Racism. When is it going to stop? 50 years of my life, my whole life, I've been living in racism. We never been free. I'm 50 years old. Here it is. This is how bad this white supremacist shit is. I don't have no parents. My mama and daddy dead. And guess what? My mama and daddy was together. I never got to meet my grandma and granddaddy on either side because this white supremacy shit. My mama from Georgia. My daddy from Alabama. That's all I got to say. You hear me? I never even get to meet my grandparents because they died so young. Fucking with this white supremacy shit. I'm just showing you how deep and how serious this shit is for some of us. Man, my people from the South, man. I still live in the South. Do y'all understand? I'm just trying to figure this out before this shit go left. Because it seems like y'all want it to go left. It seems like y'all white supremacists, some kind of ways in y'all stupid ass mind, think that black people are going to allow y'all to treat us like y'all treated us in the 1930s. Well, us young black men ain't going for that one. We would die on our feet every time. We is not going for a white man slapping us, and we supposed to turn the other cheek and let him slap us again. Them days is behind us, American people. And them days would never be in front of us again because y'all is dealing with another group of black people. You is not dealing with them soft, timid, scary niggas in the 60s. I mean, in the 30s, in the 40s. And they weren't really scary. They were just trying to get us where we at today. So I think they played it good. But I'm just letting you white people know. How could you want a democracy? How could you want a democracy when these white supremacists, I'm going to show y'all something. These white supremacists have cells. Y'all remember them cells that the Muslim Brotherhoods had when they used to call on their cells to go blow a building up? Where the white supremacists have adopted the same platform that the Muslims did. So every time something get heated for Donald Trump, the Epstein shit get heated for Donald Trump, he called on to one of those cells to go shoot a school up or to go cause some havoc in America. This is the type of cells these white supremacists got now. And all their cells, just look at it, be young white boys. They've been trained these white boys since they've been 10 years old. And they call on these cells just like the motherfucking Muslim people did. And the white boys go commit the most heinous crimes in America. And our president, why you think the ICE agents got the masks on? Because they far-right groups. Donald Trump has put these far-right groups on taxpayers' dollars. We are paying far-right groups now to harass and beat up our citizens in our own country. If this man shouldn't be locked the fuck up and impeached, and every last lawmaker that signed on with him should be expelled out of office and should be charged with being a traitor of America. Every last one of them lawmakers. This man have far-right Nazi groups in our streets harassing our citizens. And the police be standing right there. This is how you know the police ain't with them. Every Nazi rally that the Nazis go down America streets rallying, the police be right there giving them being their bodyguards. And you ain't in that group. You should feel the same way the American people feel if you're not in that group. I thought we already fought the Civil War, if that's true. So if we fought the Civil War, why is our police, who we pay tax dollars to, sitting here guarding Nazis marching in our streets? And they giving them cover. They being their security guard. The police be the Nazi security guard. This is how you know they're in the same group. Yeah, they're in the same group, man. Ain't no motherfucking way. Police officers that supposed to be fighting for citizens' rights. How you marching down the street with Nazis and you being a security guard? And soon some niggas get at them Nazis, the police break it up. Oh, nah, go. They run them Nazis to their vans and let them leave safely. This is what American police do in America. And we pay them our tax dollars. And we ain't got to evaluate where our tax dollars go as Americans. But we in the wrong. We paying people to hurt us. We paying these police officers to harass our citizens in this country, and they is being security guards. They sit right there and watch them Nazis march in the street. But if some black people march in the street, they come out with the bombs, the pepper mace. They come out with all this crazy shit. But they don't touch them Nazis. Have y'all seen it have you ever seen them Nazis getting pepper sprayed? Just think about it. How come some peaceful protesters get pepper sprayed, but the police will march down the street with the Nazis and they never get pepper sprayed? You never see them call a bunch of officers for backup to break up they march. And you telling me we live in a democracy? Any police that sit there and be security for these motherfucking Nazis, they should be fired on the spot. This is how you know we don't live in a democracy. You think they'll have um 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 the Black Panther group marching down the streets with their guns on them, with their guns showing, and they ain't called back up and pepper sprayed the Black Panthers group and ran up on them and pulled their guns out. You never see them pull out their guns on them Nazis because they went group. You never see the police in this country pull out their guns, pepper spray none of them Nazi groups that be marching in America's streets. And I just wonder why that is. Why that is. But you'll see them start some shit with some young children that's marching in the street. They'll pepper spray our children, but they won't pepper spray the Nazis. They don't call bike up for them Nazis. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. Everybody can see this shit, man. Ain't a blind man can see what kind of democracy we've been living in. And I'm just trying to figure out, American people, what kind of democracy do we want to live in? Do we want to live in? Because if y'all want y'all own white peaceful life, that's okay. And guess what? Black people would accept that. But just know, go have y'all peaceful life. Everything black people into, we taking that with us. That goes with us. Our sports, all that go with us. So if y'all want to cut this motherfucker in half, or however y'all want to do it, and y'all go live y'all own peaceful life, black people do the same too. In fact, it's a lot of us want it that way. Because we can't get along with you people. It's 500 years black people has been trying to get along with white people. And for 500 years, y'all been fucking right over us. Right over us for 500 motherfucking years. So it's to the point where we just can't live amongst each other. And it's okay. That's okay. So however y'all want to do this, however y'all want to do it, y'all pick the states y'all want, pick the places y'all want to live, and go live there peacefully. And you never have to see a black face again. But that ain't what y'all want. Y'all want us to be erased. Because we willing to get away from y'all. We willing to get our kids out the schools from y'all. Because our kids ain't safe going to school around y'all. Y'all kids. Our black kids is not safe going to school with white kids these days. It's a danger. These white kids have become a danger to our society. And that's just a fact. Look who do all the school shootings. Look who do all the church school shootings, the movie shootings, the concert shootings. Just go down the line. Y'all is a danger to our society. Y'all is. And you want to keep putting it on black men, black drug dealers of this country that y'all say that was the rate. Y'all said drug dealers was the most violent people in the nation. Drug dealers do not train their sons to go to the school and kill unarmed kids. Drug dealers don't do that. White men do that. And y'all want to keep on putting this target on black kids and black men, and that shit done ran its course. The white people is the violent people of this nation. Every country know it. Don't no country right now, this country finna go in the tailspin. Because want me to tell you why? Every country that Trump put them tariffs on, they don't walk away from America, and they would never trade with us again. Yeah, his trade war finna send us down in a motherfucking tailspin. Because guess what? Them countries done went and found other countries to trade with now. And you hear the farmers? Oh, they want some welfare now. They need some American people welfare because Donald Trump has fucked them over too. And guess what? Them same farmers has been fucking over the American people. Why you think everything's so high in the store? The farmers, they got the price gouging like that though. And guess what? Guess what American types people got to do? We got to go save the same people that got all our groceries in the store high right now. We got to save them. What type of shit is that? I'm just telling you, we get fucked over so bad and so much in this country until we can't even see when we getting fucked over. The same people that got everything, I mean absolute everything in the store high right now is American farmers. And guess what? They've been selling all this shit cross seas for more money and making our shit in this country high. The farmers of this country right here. And now that Trump don't put them tariffs on China, China won't buy shit from the farmers in America, right? And this is why they crying, right? This is why they crying right now. They crying like a motherfucker. They want the taxpayers, the bond, the bail the same people out that got all our groceries high. If this ain't a god, if we ain't a bunch of stupid ass Americans, and guess who doing it? The rich. And they got y'all around here hating the Pope. If you motherfucking white people ain't a bunch of stupid, racist, evil motherfuckers, I don't know who he is. Y'all around here crying all the groceries in the store high. And guess who got it high? Our farmers right here in America. And guess what? They want us, the American people, to bail them out. And they got our groceries high. Why would we do that? We have to let these people fail and go bankrupt. Just like every other American do. When you spend all your money in the bank, you can't get no more money. You can't go get no motherfucking welfare from our country. So why should we give these rich people welfare? Right. And then the next why should we keep giving rich people tax cuts? And they're rich already. That's my question. Why should we keep on giving rich people tax cuts in this country when it's poor people can't even eat and buy and pay their bills in this country? If this shit ain't upside down, man, this shit is upside down in this country. And the only way we gonna turn it back is white people. They say you ain't racist. They say you want a democracy. Stand the fuck up. I mean, stand the fuck up loud and clear and let your voices be heard. And what you need to do is we need to start reporting these far right groups that live in your neighborhood. You got to start reporting. Them people dangerous, man. Them people is responsible for every last school shooting that done happened in this country this year. They responsible for it. And don't nobody care. Nobody care. They responsible for every last school shooting this year. And don't nobody care. And you want us to keep living amongst these people? No, we can't live amongst these people. Can't live amongst these people, man. It's time for them to take the parts of America they want and let us go on about our motherfucking business. Cause we gonna build wherever anyways. Whatever cities, countries, whatever, however it go, we already gonna win. Real talk. We already gonna win. So we need to make a decision in this country. We got to, we at a crossroad in this country, and we got to make a decision. Do we want a democracy, or do we want the rich to keep getting rich and everybody else keep getting poor? Real talk. Don't give a field, coin you own. Rent is rent. Lights is lights. Grocery is groceries. It don't have no Republican or Democrat on neither one of those bills. Those is American-made bills. Just think about it. Ever since Donald Trump came down the escalator, our rent in this country has tripled. Our rent in this country, ever since this man been in politics, period. Do you see how expensive our lives have become? Rent. We were just paying no more than $1,000 for 3 bedrooms. Now you got to pay $3,000 for a 3 bedroom. And you telling me this an accident? Nah, this on purpose. It's on purpose. You telling me every time he done got in office and got in power, the first thing he did is give tax cuts to the rich? send the country in a depression. Come on, man. And you telling me he for y'all? How he for y'all? Y'all can't get that tax because he get them rich people. Y'all, he taking everything from y'all to give money to the rich people. He's cutting your Social Security. He's cutting Medicaid, Medicare. He's cutting food stamps. He's cutting nursing care. He's cutting Meals on Wheels. He's cut and took every single thing that our government was helping poor people on. He cut it on purpose. And you telling me he for the American people? What America you? He for motherfucking Israel. He is not for no American people in this country. And y'all keep voting for him. That was the third time y'all voted for him. There's no way in hell that any Democratic president is gonna be able to get us out of this in the next 8 years. The same, all this shit that he done fucked up, that he done cut and took and cut all the jobs in our motherfucking government. You know why? This is what dictators do. They cut every piece of government until the government be ran by the army. And this is what they trying to do. They trying to make the army become our government. And y'all don't see that? They gonna take out all he don't want no lawmakers to make no decisions. He trying to cut the two branches of government out, the Senate and the Congress, so he can have all the power through the army. Yeah, this is how Putin ran his country. He want all the decisions to go through him in the army, and this is why he putting the army in the streets before the election. And you white people ain't don't y'all what? How does a 7th grader with a 7th grade education can see this? And y'all got degrees. Y'all got degrees. There's no way in hell that y'all don't see the same shit we see, but we see it faster because you know why? Our ancestors been here before. We been here before, so we can smell this shit 5 miles out. Every move he made, we already knew he was gonna make it. We can see it. See, y'all ain't never had to live y'all life under these conditions, so you wouldn't understand the trauma this man bring to America. That's what he bring, trauma. He don't bring no peace. He don't bring nothing to give to the poor American people in this country. All he do is take access from American rights in this country. This man has took women rights. He's taking voting rights. This man is taking books out of schools. He's trying to destroy our motherfucking museums. And you telling me he ain't trying to erase us? What you call it? What if this man trying to erase our museums because he don't want their kids to see what our kids had to go through? How the fuck y'all don't want y'all kids to see what our kids experience? Do you understand how that sound? How the fuck we finna feel sorry for y'all kids getting some information when our kids went through this? Our ancestors went through this. We went through lynching, hanging, getting killed, getting beat. We went through this. And you scared that your kids gonna understand what this country is made of? And our blood shedding tears is in the streets of this country. And y'all don't want y'all kids to know that information because you know how horrible it is. You know how evil it is. And you know, I don't give a fuck if they know it or not. Y'all teach y'all kids to hate other races of people anyways. So you already raising them to be evil. So what is going to hurt from them to read a book? If you already raising your child to be a white supremacist, to go to the school and kill other kids, books ain't going to hurt them. Books might save them. You heard me? That's what they take them books out of school for. Them books might save these white supremacists from stop going to the school and killing people. If they leave our books in school and these white people understand their history and know their history, I can promise you it wouldn't be this many school shootings. But that's what the white men do. They taking the books out of school because they don't want their young kids to understand how evil and cruel this country has been towards the black population in this country forever. And you people that sit on the sideline and say, I ain't racist, well, you is racist. Because that's why you sitting on the sideline. Because if you ain't racist, you'll have your ass on the front line. You'll have your ass on the front line, and we wouldn't even be here right now. But since y'all couldn't hold y'all nose, you white women, you couldn't hold your nose and vote for a black woman, and you voted for a fucking animal. This is how I know, man, it's something ain't right in this motherfucking country. You couldn't hold your nose to vote for a qualified black woman that was the vice president of this country already. So she's already been she's already in the government. And you allow a man, a traitor of this country. This man tried to topple our government. Last time, this man had the biggest riot in American history on TV. And you white people said it wasn't no riot. It wasn't no riot. But soon as you see black people marching in the streets, you call that a riot. But what happened at the Capitol? Oh, that wasn't no riot. That was that they was quietly marching. They heard police officers. Police officers died. Do you know how many families right now hurting still because that man ain't bringing that check in every week, every 2 weeks like he normally was? You know how many families got hurt by that? Do you know? But you don't care because y'all never had to live through this. But it's gonna come a time, I promise you, when y'all gonna have to live through this. I promise you. I promise you. Since we can't get y'all people to understand the terror that this white man bring, it's gonna come a time that how we always felt in this country. But you can't understand. See, I learned something. People don't understand the shit they do. And you know we are God people, and y'all don't want to free God people. And all I can tell you, y'all don't want to free God people. And God done told y'all to free us. I don't know how many times. God done told y'all Africa just got freed by you white people. And how many centuries? Africa just started kicking them white Zionists out their country, taking their land back, taking the power over their lives. And it's going around the nation that black people is taking their power back. Just look at how many white nations finna fall from being welfare recipients from motherfucking black nations. Africa. These white nations has been stealing all the African materials and living off Africa. Getting everything from Africa. And soon as Africa cut that motherfucking cord, their economy going bankrupt. And I just want to let y'all know, this tidal wave is going around the whole world. Black people is going to take their power back, and you white people is going to give us our rights back, and you white people is going to give us everything that we already worked for in this country. We deserve what our ancestors already worked for in this country. We have to do nothing motherfucking else to get what we deserve in this country. And just like them black people over there in Africa taking their country back and taking their power back from you white people, it's happening in every country, every nation in this world. It's time for you white Zionists to release God's people. And we are God's people. We are the original people of this earth. And it's time for you white Zionists to get whatever parts of the country or the world you want to live on and go live there. And it's time for you to leave black people alone. And I can just tell you, and until you give us our rights back, and you do right by us in this country gonna topple. I can promise you that. This motherfucker is gonna fall. I'm gonna show you something. It ain't been a motherfucking nation yet, a nation yet that held black people down for hundreds and hundreds of years and it don't fall. And I don't know what makes America any different. If you don't release us, God gonna make you release us. Our black God and our ancestors is gonna make you release us. So either way it go, either you do it nicely or you do it how my ancestors and our black gods really want to do it. So it really don't matter. Either way it go, this decade, black people is gonna get what we owe. Whether you want it or whether you're not. We not going nowhere. We never going nowhere. There's not a planet in this world that black people ain't on. And black people ain't built. We built every nation in this motherfucking world. Black people built it. And you white people came right in, stole and took everything you wanted and put your knee on the black people's necks in every nation in this country. And just like Rome fell, this motherfucker gonna fall too. Unless you white people change y'all behavior. I just tell you this, man. If you don't change y'all ways and y'all behavior, this motherfucker gonna fall. Before Donald Trump came down the escalator, we was getting along in this country, black white people. We didn't have we didn't have the school shootings that we had at the rate right now. We didn't have that happening. Before he came down this escalate, our racism in this country was calm. It was. I'm 49 years old. The racism in this country was calm. Until he came down the escalade and he awoken every white racist in this country and told them, come back to the front of the line. That's what he done. Now every news station in this country is a white racist news channel. Just look at Fox. Fox News tell the most lies. They got sued for $1 billion for telling the most lies on a news channel in American history. And yet, that's where all the white Americans get their news from. If you people don't live in another world, what you call it? What you call it? Live in another world. You can't live in reality to not see what all everybody else see. The world see this man as a joke. All the other nations in this country, China, Russia, the Indian, every other nation in this country see this man as a joke, except for you white supremacists in this country. That every other nation see y'all president as a fucking joke. They see American as a fucking joke. And you know what that do? That put our national security at risk. When you dealing with a joke, when all the other nations see him as a joke, they gonna try us as a joke. And this is what y'all don't understand. See, y'all only see y'all skin color, and y'all don't see y'all putting y'all own skin color at risk. Cause he's a national security risk. They hate him so much, they'll attack America. I promise you. That's how much they hate Trump. And y'all don't even see that. Fuck America. But what about them other nations outside of America that hate him? I'm just telling you something. And you think they ain't grouping up and plotting up? Hell yeah, they is. And y'all don't see that. Y'all voted a national security back in office. And he put all American lives. I don't give a fuck what side of the aisle you on. He put your life in jeopardy and your family life in jeopardy. Yeah, he do. He's a threat. That man is a threat to our existence. That's what he is. He's a threat to every American existence in America. Yes, he is. And I don't understand how y'all don't see this, but everybody else do. Everybody else see that this man is a national security risk. He's a threat to American existence. That's what he is. That's exactly what he is. He don't give a fuck. Long as he get rich, long as his family get rich, long as them oligarchs get rich, he can give a fuck about anybody else. And that's just who he is. And that's who he always been. And I don't care how delusional you white people want to make you look. You just look delusional as fuck. You do. Because you so delusional, you think you got something in common with a billionaire. This is how we know you white people that say you so smarter than black people, y'all are really stupid. Because if you think you got something in common with a fucking billionaire, you is real delusional. Real talk. Motherfucker, eggs, groceries, everything in the store house. He don't even go to the grocery store. This man that took out health care. He don't pay for health care. He done cut food stamps. He never got a food stamp. He done cut Social Security. He never got Social Security. None of them people up there got none of the shit that they cut. None of them lawmakers on up there that cut everything up there. They never use any of that. Everything up there for them is free. Their housing free. Their groceries free. Everything for these lawmakers in America is free. And everything in America we got to pay for. If y'all don't think something wrong with that picture, you don't think something wrong with that picture. Every single thing in America we got to pay for. And the lawmakers get everything for free. How the fuck are we living in democracy? We live for oligarchs. That's what the fuck we live for. If we got to pay for everything, and we pay for everything they got, what type? There's something wrong with that picture. I don't the math ain't mathing for me. Hell, motherfucking no. The math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. Not for me. And we pay for every single thing that these white people, rich white people, got in this country. Every single thing. They college, their children colleges, every single thing. But on the other side of the coin, American people have to pay for every single thing we get in this country. And you telling me them lawmakers is for the American people? Fuck no, they ain't. And I don't care what side of the aisle they on. All of them on the same side. As far as I'm concerned, all of them is one group. Because if we paying for their cost of living, we paying for their cost of living now. How the fuck our cost of living is so high? And theirs free. And they got all the money, got all the millions, got all the businesses, got everything. And we got to pay for their living. Come on, man. I don't give a fuck what side of the aisle, what color you is. That shit just ain't right, man. And this is how you know we don't live in no democracy. And we don't live in no fucking democracy. We don't. Anytime the poor people pay more taxes than the rich, we don't live in a democracy. We don't live in no democracy. Anytime the poor people of this country pay more taxes than the rich people of this country, we don't live in a democracy. And I'm just trying to show y'all all the ways that these Republicans fuck y'all over and keep fucking y'all over and keep fucking your children over and keep fucking our families over and don't nobody care. We keep letting these people fuck us over. These people done tore our Constitution up. That's what the Republican Party have done. They tore our Constitution up. How we gonna glue that back together, American people? And they tore that Constitution up for a reason. Because they want us to be black in the 1930s. Well, if that's the case, we have so much access and black people have so many resources now. I think it'd be a good idea for y'all to go y'all way. Cause y'all life would be so boring, and cause y'all don't have no culture. Y'all don't. Y'all culture is the black people culture. We made all cultures around the world. We made every living thing around the world. We can go to any planet and start a whole new race of people. Black men have that power. Right. That's what we can do. White men don't have that power. And this is why they hate the black man to that point because they don't have no power unless it's things of this world. They don't have no other power. They don't. They can't go to no. They can't go to another nation and bring and make another race of people. They DNA, they not that strong. They not that dominant. Black men is, and this is why they hate us. That they hate us so much. Well, if you hate us, just gone. We don't want to be around you no way. This is how all I'm speaking for 99. We got them fuck nigga conservatives right here. But I know I'm speaking for 99.9% of black men. We don't want to live around you no way. We think it'd be just fine for us to separate. Y'all go y'all way and we go ours. And I think we'll live just fine. But you can't take our culture with you. You got to take your own culture with you. And we gonna see how that works. Yeah. You can't take our culture with you. You got to take your own culture. And we gonna see how that shit works. It ain't gonna work. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't want that. Y'all can go y'all way. We'll go our way. But y'all keep y'all culture, we gonna keep ours. And we gonna see who gonna need who. Cause we don't need you. I'm just telling you, we built this country. What would we need y'all for? We just gonna build something else. Y'all ain't never built nothing. So y'all ain't never did no hard work. So it'll be hard for y'all to start over without black people. It's not one nation that you white men built. Black men built that. It was through our blood shedding tears and our labor that every nation in this world is built. That's what it is. And y'all really don't want to separate, but y'all just want to treat us like shit. And that just ain't gonna happen. And that's just what black people at in this country. Y'all don't want to separate from us because you need us. Y'all need our culture to even survive. Y'all need our culture. We don't need y'all's culture. We is the culture. Y'all need our culture just to survive. So if that's the way y'all feel, y'all so hateful, get split the states up how y'all want to do it. And get the fuck on. And ain't nobody gonna miss y'all. Because we don't want to be around you no way. We don't want our children going to the same schools with y'all. We don't want none of that shit. We with you. On all that shit Trump saying, we with them. We got them show lives. Yeah. We with them. Because we know that we gonna be better off without them. And that our communities and our villages gonna be way smarter, way more technology smarter, way more everything than y'all. So we is ready for y'all to break off. Y'all go get Texas, go get whatever y'all want to get. And we'll take the rest. And I guarantee you we'll make that work. See, y'all can't do that. Y'all can't do that. Y'all ain't that strong of a people to do that. We is. And then, see, y'all, and in the 1930s, y'all left us with nothing. Right now, man, shit, it's billionaires in this motherfucker. Go ahead. And matter of fact, why y'all just won't give us our country, America, and y'all go to Israel where y'all done built y'all a new country at? Yeah. Y'all built Israel for the same reason. So why not? This is why Trump is trying to decapitate America from the inside out. So all you white Zionists can move to Israel where y'all really want to go. Well, it's okay to fuck on little girls. It's okay to be a sex trafficker. It's okay to be a rapist. It's okay to be a terrorist. Go to Israel with that. But here in America, we got laws and we got character here. This is what America built though. I thought it was. Black men built the character of this country. Not the white man. White man don't have no character. A white man don't know what character is. A white man talk out both sides of his mouth. One half truth and one is a lie. So you don't have no character. Y'all don't stand on nothing. Y'all not even strong men. And then y'all want to break off? Bye. We don't need you people around us. You people has become and became. You people has became dangerous to our existence. Right. And I just think it's best for us to separate and go our separate ways before this country turn upside down. And I think that's just being real. We will allow y'all to pick whatever states y'all want. Real talk. We will allow y'all to pick in all the states y'all want. Y'all ain't gonna get all the states now. Do you see what I'm saying? We gonna split the states up. Y'all get what states y'all want and get going on about y'all business. And we'll start our new world. And we gonna see what world gonna need what world, because we don't need you. I bet you won't be no more homelessness on our side. Our black businesses will thrive. Our children will get real educated. They'll know their history. It's just so many pluses for us to really get from around y'all. And stay from around you. Because we already see we can't live amongst each other in this country. We've been trying this to live amongst y'all for 500 years. And for the 500 years, y'all want to keep fucking over us. Well, all black people in all nations have woken up. I'm telling you this. Every black nation, just look what Africa doing right now. Kicking all the white Zionists out their country, off their land. They taking their land back. They took their power back. And look at these countries falling right now. As I'm speaking, their economy going down because they've been getting money. They've been living, white people has been living off the blood shedding tears of black people in every country in this world. That's what happened. And now that God has been telling y'all to release his black people, release his children, y'all wouldn't do it. So he finna make you. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't feel the shift in the atmosphere. You don't feel the shift in the atmosphere. I feel it. God has been telling you people to release his people and leave his people alone for 500 years, and you wouldn't listen. Well, all I can tell you, Africa is first. Africa gonna free every nation, and it's gonna be one president over that big country, and it's gonna be one army over that big country. And what is you white nations gonna do? All you white nations that done took them people wealth, took their lives, took their dignity, took everything you can take for y'all white, greedy ass, evil ass people. Now, what is you gonna do? Because all the black nations around this world has awoken. And God did this on purpose. And I keep telling y'all this. And the reason why y'all wouldn't know about this, because y'all Christian belief ain't no real belief. Y'all don't believe in no real God. Y'all are Zionists. Y'all don't believe in God. Y'all believe in the devil. Mm-hmm. That's what this is. Y'all believe in the devil. So y'all wouldn't know about a God awakening his people again, because y'all not real Christians. Y'all not real people of God. Y'all not. And you think, and it ain't now white person chosen. God wouldn't put a chosen spirit into a white devil. He wouldn't do that. All the black chosen, All the chosen people is black. And I'm one of them. And this is why I'm telling you this. God, you don't feel it under your feet. You don't feel the atmosphere changing. I feel it. And he sent me here to tell you white people. He have told you to free his black people for 500 years and you wouldn't listen. You went on every side of the world and robbed and took and killed every black nation in this world. Well, it's time to pay the motherfucking piper. And I'm warning you this. It's time to pay the piper, man. Us black people are gonna take our power bite and our lives bite, and we finna rebuild our villages. And we don't want to live amongst you people because we done tried it for 500 years. And until you people get that caveman mentality out your minds and your hearts, can't no normal human being live among these Anglo-Saxons, narcissist ass white people ever. We can't live amongst y'all. You're not used to living in normal societies. Black people build y'all societies. Mm-hmm. Y'all ain't used to raising y'all kids because black people always raise y'all kids. You're not used to having no responsibility because black people always had to be responsible for you Anglo-Saxon white people in this country. You don't know what responsibility is. You don't know how to take responsibility. You don't know how to be a leader. That's what y'all don't know how to be leaders. And yet, y'all have convinced the world that white is good and black is bad. That was the world's greatest trick that you Anglo-Saxons ever played on the world, was tricking the people to think that white is right and black is bad. When it's the opposite. Mm-hmm. When it's the total opposite. White is the devil and black is the gods, the true gods. But if you didn't know your history, if you knew your history, you'll know that. And this is why they don't want y'all to know the history, because then y'all will wake up and know that too. These white men knew that. That's why they do so much devilish shit to all the black nations and all the black people around the world. See, these white men knew who the real gods and who are the real people of this world. They know that. And this is why they do everything in their power to keep black men at a steady rate, keep us down. Because they know we are the true gods and we are true leaders of this world. And you white people know that too. Y'all see us, y'all should thank us. Because without us, y'all wouldn't even be living. Y'all wouldn't even be. I just think that's so disrespectful for y'all to hate the people that made y'all. And I guess it's where the hate come from. Because y'all can't make us. See, we can make y'all over and over and over and over again. Y'all can't make us. Can't no white couple have no black baby. But a black couple can have a white baby. Easy. Y'all can't do that. So I'm just trying to figure out who are the real gods. If a white couple can't have a black baby, but a black couple can have a white baby, who are the real gods of this country? Who are the real gods of this world? And this is what you Anglo-Saxon people know, and this is why y'all hate black people, because y'all know we are the makers of the human race. And this is where all this hate come from. Because we made the human race. Black people made the human race. Every race in the world, black people made it. And this is what they know. And this is why they hate black people. And this is why they try to erase us and erase all our artifacts and try to steal all our artifacts. Where they artifacts at? Let's go inside one of their museums and see how this shit look. I bet it's so boring because they don't have no history. All their history is on lies and looting and stealing and taking. Their whole history is built off a lie. Right. They don't have a history. Our history is their history. If you take black people, if you erase black people from all the wars, out of every single battle this country ever had, what would this country have? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And guess what? All the other nations around the world know black people is the victims of the bullshit. All of them know. So if they ever really want you, and Anglo-Saxons really, they ain't coming to fuck with black people. They ain't at us at all. Because they know we ain't nowhere in their country causing no havoc. Y'all is. Y'all always go to other nations and take, steal, loot, and kill. Not black people. We don't go to other nations and try to take it over. We don't go to other nations and try to steal, loot, and kill. We don't do that. That's y'all. Because y'all don't have no other way of getting anything. Y'all not smart people. Period. You're not creative and you're not smart. And them fights, and just how many people that just voted for Trump, this really let you know y'all is not that smart. And the statistics show right now that this is one of the dumbest groups of white people in American history. That's what history is going to write. This is the undereducated group of white people in American history. Right. Y'all built the education system. And you telling me that black women in this country is the most educated woman in the world. And y'all built the education system. What the fuck is that? I just don't understand that. All the people you see going to college at 14, what color they be? It don't be no white children. What color do they be? You finna go to be a doctor at 16 and shit like, what color do they be? It don't be no white children. This just let you know who are the real creators and the real people of this earth. Black people. And we done tried to get along with you people for 500 years. Yes, a boss. Yeah, well, that yes, a boss shit, and that's going out the window. That shit going out the window. It's no getting along with people that don't know how to conduct themselves in a normal society. And they don't know how to conduct themselves in no normal society. And them just fights. They don't know how to go to a place and build a whole nation up by themselves without no help. They can't do that. They're not strong or smart to do that. But guess who is? We is. Right. And they know this. And this is why all the hate and all the bullshit come through these white Anglo-Saxon white men. Because they soft and 90% of them gay. And they narcissists. And there's no way we can just look at the president. All white men act like that president. Think like that president. If he don't show you that there's a defect of white men in this country, what will? This man is a fucking narcissist. I'm talking about at the 10th power. And guess what? All white men in this country think and act just like Trump. This the only thing they have in common with him. All of them is narcissists. They got that narcissist demon in them, just like Trump. You see how Trump act? All white men, your bosses, all of them act just like him. All of them. And we see that. And we know that. And there's no way black men don't live like that and we don't conduct ourselves like that. So there's no way that we can get along with a bunch of group of men that think like that and act like that and feel like they soft, weak ass is superior over another man. They the only group of men think that way because they so timid and soft. When a person think that way, that means they really is deflecting on how they really is. They soft. Real talk. That's how that shit is. These are a bunch of deflecting ass white men. If you sit there and listen to them long enough, they'll tell you everything you need to know about them. Right. Everything. They'll tell you everything you need to know about them. They deflect and they'll self-sabotage anybody just to get their way. That's the way these people is, man. They will self-sabotage a whole race of poor people just to prove a point and to get their way. These are a bunch of women. Cause ain't no way, ain't no relationship ever gonna go to the point where somebody just get their way all the time. I don't know what world this white man live in. How you just gonna get your way all the time? Like the other person on the other side don't got no way too. And it's just the way they think. They way is the right way. And they way be the dumb way. This is why we invent everything. Because they can't invent nothing because they so smart until they stupid. Right. They think they're better than everybody. They think they're smarter than everybody. They think superior than everybody. And in fact, they really dumber than everybody. Right. Right. Because when you stop taking in information, when you stop taking, when your brain stop learning, how the fuck you smart? And this, they know everything. So how the fuck they smart? When their brains already cut off at 14. These white men have brains of 14-year-olds. They do. They do. It's like they stop, their brains stop thinking and start working at adolescent age. Because all of them act young and childish. Look at the president act. If this man don't act like he's 15 years old, tell me, this man is not an adult. He's not serious. And talking about the president of the United States, man, we getting joked. We getting laughed at around the world. I promise you. And when nations think that you soft, they're going to try you. And all of them just seen a white man like Trump 1,000 times in dealing with America. You hear me? So he ain't no threat, man. They laughing at this dumb ass. They laughing and plotting on this stupid ass. I'm just telling you, we's a joke around the world. Abroad, we're a joke. Yeah, abroad, we're a joke. Real shit. And we don't come together as Americans, and take our country back from these Zionists, we won't have a country. We is not going to have no country after we got these Zionists inside our politics, writing our laws. We got these Zionists out here, Nazis in our police forces, and nobody care. We got these Zionists in our judges, senators, congressmen. They all of them. They Zionists. They don't love America. They is eating America up from the inside out. They taking every government institution and they destroying it from the inside out. And I just want to know how the fuck I can see this and don't nobody else see this. And I only got a 7th grade education. So I'm just want to know what the fuck is we gonna do? Is we gonna come together as Americans and take our country back and take our Constitution back, or is we gonna let these Zionists take our country away from us?